Now, you may recall that not long ago, the progressive left was flipping out about how the city had waived the convention center rental fees for our annual meetings that are coming up, in fact, tomorrow. Well, about that, it's now reported that the NRA annual meetings are expected to bring in millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars to Dallas. Now, the anti-gun progressives tried to call this a subsidy when the rental fee was waived, which I don't really believe that they understand what a subsidy is. There's my face. A subsidy would be pouring millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars into an otherwise failing enterprise in order to give the appearance of free market success. So, for instance, the auto industry, after decades of failing to keep up with foreign car makers thanks to non-stop union strong-arming, they got subsidies to the tune of hundreds of thousands of dollars in order to try and keep them here despite their failing business model. That was a subsidy, right? I mean, you know, the government keeping its boot on the neck of businesses and then the free market having to bail it out. That's a subsidy. The untold billions government throws into ethanol, which uses food to fuel car. And no, it's not a popular one. I've been pretty critical of ethanol. They use food to fuel cars and drives up the price of corn in countries that are already starving while doing little to nothing to make the world a cleaner place. That's a subsidy. Solar power, which might be useful someday, definitely not useful today in Texas, but currently struggles to make ends meet as an industry and so is propped up with government funding by the green dreams of the former administration. That's another subsidy. I mean, the list goes on and on. We could talk about the wind power. We could talk about a number of other things. Subsidy, 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 subsidy. Waiving a rental fee, which I think was about $400,000, to an organization that is having a huge event and attracting over 80,000 attendees and protesters, for that matter. Can we count them? I'm sorry. Can we just have a quick, can we count those people? They're part of us. We're bringing them in too. So we're going to count them as part of the over 80,000. And all of them are going to pour money into the local economy. That's not a subsidy. That's just good business. Now, for the record, Dallas has never questioned their decision, nor should they. I mean, this is Texas, after all. We're just talking about a bunch of nanny-state progressives looking to ride the anti-gun bandwagon by pretending that somehow independent government advocates are hypocrites.